Happy Black History Month. My name's Tyler, and today I wanted to share some Black-owned brands and products that I think you should know about that I've personally been loving, and one product that I haven't used yet, but I really am wanting to try them. So let's get into it. The first brand is Wildly Worn. They have recently rebranded. They're originally called Green Stitch Diva. The owner I know personally, she's based in Vegas, and I do a lot of modeling for her, but her pieces are so cool. I'm going to maybe do an overlay of me trying on the pieces because I don't want to like cover my mic, but I will pick them up and show them to you. So one of the pieces right here, everything's hand dyed. It's like a super sustainable brand. She uses recycled fabrics for a lot of things, but everything is hand dyed with like indigo and natural dyes. But she has really cool like kind of patchwork designs. All of her pieces are like, she has stuff made from hemp. She has this item that is so cool, and this is made from a burlap sack. I'm like, what? How do you even think of this? So look at that. It's a jacket. I'm gonna try, like I said, I'm gonna try these on to show you how beautiful the pieces are. But she has pieces made from silk, and the thing about her products are, she said that she doesn't she wants to throw everything in the wash. She doesn't want to have to worry about dry cleaning and all that, and that's how I am too. She's like, comfort is key and like convenience. So none of her pieces require like dry cleaning. Even if it's silk, you could throw in the washing machine. Her price point is a little pricey, but those pieces are so unique and different, and she has like no season, so she's like, you can wear your pieces all year round, which is so sustainable. Instead of like, and she doesn't, everything's handmade, so she doesn't have like a ton of stuff. She's not a fast fashion company. She has like small batches. So I really like her, and hopefully I didn't overlay like me trying all the pieces, but she's a really amazing person and her brand is so cool. The next brand I'm excited about is Green Girl Crafts. So this brand is by Green Girl Leah, which I'm sure you guys all know about her. And tell me why. So the Super Bowl is coming up, right? And she was on the Super Bowl, was it last year or a couple of years ago? I was like, oh, go girl. So it's really excited to see Black women being highlighted in the sustainability space, because Black women are often erased from this space or like not seen as mainstream in this space. But anyway, so I bought this really cute necklace from her. It's like a little ceramic necklace. It's like a cute little floral pattern, or floral design, I should say, and it's like has speckles on it. And she was sharing this online on Instagram, and I'm not someone who typically buys off of Instagram. Like, I don't get sold by ads, but like I'm a sucker for anything floral. So this little necklace was so pretty, so I was like, let me get this. And she has it like, the way she styles it, sometimes she does it as like a little choker like this, which is probably more my style, but you can adjust it to be, you know, whatever height you want. But you know what? Let's just wear this for the rest of the video. I'm gonna wear it as a choker. And I've been trying to accessorize more because, I don't know, I'm a new mom. Like, I feel like my style has been just kind of stale lately. So I've been trying to really wear like more necklaces and earrings, and I don't know, I'm not really a jewelry person, but I'm trying. And this one, I was like, okay, this one is so this one's so cute. And her prices were really good. The next brand is Brother Vellies. Okay, if you guys don't know about Aurora James, she is a freaking like a powerhouse. She created the 15% pledge in, I think it was in 2020, where she was encouraging companies to represent, like, we make up 15% of the population as Black people, therefore the shelf space should be representative of 15% Black brands, right? And so a lot of brands signed on, and she just had a huge movement to just support Black companies. And recently she had an event in LA, 15% pledge event in LA, and the proceeds went towards anyone affected from the Eaton fire, the historically Black community in Altadena. She's just doing amazing work, and it's funny because she's Canadian, but she has done such good things in America. And she has a brand called Brother Vellies, and it's a shoe company. Her shoes are absolutely gorgeous. They're very expensive, and I just don't have a pair of shoes yet, but I still wanted to support her. So I brought her, why am I saying this? I said that weird. Bought her cloud socks, and I want to show you how cool these socks are. They're like, they kind of get bunched up, and they're super cute, super comfortable. I'm going to show them with I'm wearing like, it's not going to work with my outfit right now. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to pull my pants up and show you. But they kind of get bunched at the bottom. Okay, I'll do an overlay because I don't want to show you now. I'm like, maybe I'll put together an outfit so you can really appreciate them. But yeah, they get kind of like, if I could do the freaking, I'm not stretchy. Okay, I had a car accident. I have external or internal, I should say, hardware in my pelvic. So I'm I could never do the split, but I really can't do the split now. But yeah, you see how they get bunched up and like really cute. Oh, so I wanted, these socks were, I think they were like $20 or something, but I really wanted to support her. And the reason I wanted to support her is, we'll go into the books. She wrote a book called Wildflower, talking about, and her shoe brand is sustainable. It's made in Africa, and people told her she couldn't have a luxury brand out of Africa. And all her shoes are luxury. They're so beautiful. They're sustainably made. Like, she goes to the factories. She knows who makes the items. Like, and that's why they're kind of expensive, because when you pay fair wages to the people making the items and the garments and the shoes, the prices go up. So her book was one of the best books I've read recently. It's one of my top like 5 books I've ever read in my life, but it's called Wildflower. And in this book, she talks about like her like being abused as a child. Like, there's like some sexual abuse going on, but it's very heavy and very deep. But she also shares her journey into how she like came to create this sustainable brand. And it was really hard for her to get into the luxury fashion space, especially as a Black woman. She shares her time as a model and how she didn't want to be, she was like, you know, like the token kind of Black model. And she's like, I want to be the agent who's making money from these models coming in. And like, I don't really have to do that kind of work. So she like shares that story. But it was really cool hearing about her like dream to be in fashion and her dream to create a sustainable brand, even though like everything was against her. Like, these spaces aren't typically made for us, and the fact that she has accomplished all that she has and helped others, like she pulled people with her and built a table for other Black women and Black men, like, and just Black people in general. Like, it's so freaking amazing. She was super inspirational, and after reading her book, I was like, I need to buy her socks. And so that's why I bought those. But okay, the next book is by Aja Barber. If you don't follow her on social media, make sure you follow her, but actually follow her Patreon, because join her Patreon, because that's where she shares, like, she's like a thought leader in the sustainability space. But this book, I'm not quite all the way through, but it's about our overconsumption habits. It says the need for collective change, colonialism, climate change, and consumerism. So she connects all these systems together about how it's ruining people and the planet and just our way of being. And she talks about racism and fat phobia and a lot of really important topics. So I'm excited to get through this book. And maybe I'll do another video and let you know, like, you know, my final thoughts on it. Okay, the next book that is so good and I recommend by a Black author is The Afro-Minimalist Guide to Living with Less. This is by Christine Platt. In this book, it's so cool to see like a minimalist perspective from a Black woman, because again, we're not mainstream in this space. We're often overlooked in this space. And she just shares her journey of being an overconsumer to being a mindful consumer, and talking about how minimalism sometimes is like bland white walls like I have here, but it doesn't have to be. It could be colorful, it could be bold, it could be prints, it could be African prints. Like, it doesn't have to look a certain way. So she kind of shares her journey about that. And she really talks about like learning your why. This is kind of like a guide too. Like, she gives you tips, and it's so cool. So in this book, there are like Black pages, and the Black pages are for the diaspora, she says, for the culture. Like and there's a lot of Black pages sprinkled through. It's really nice. It's like a really cool minimalism book written for Black women, but anyone can read this and learn something from it. The last book I want to read that I haven't read yet, but it's on my TBR list, is The Intersectional Environmentalist by Leah Thomas, who also made this cute necklace. So this book is talking about all the ways that like class, gender, race, all these things play a role into climate change and into being an environmentalist, because I feel like you cannot be an environmentalist while ignoring people or while ignoring class. Like, you can't ignore the systems that are against us if you're trying to fight for climate change and fight for a better future. Once you realize everything is connected and, you know, all of our liberation is tied together, I feel like that is a way to kind of unlearn. You have to do a lot of unlearning, but like acknowledging that things are complex and it's not just like you can't look at things from one lens or one perspective. So you can approach it like if you're good at one thing, maybe you use that one thing you're good at to like help make change. But you know, there's like systems like here, all working together to like make climate change a disaster. So anyways, I really want to read that book. Okay, and the last brand that is Black owned that I really want to support, but I haven't yet, it's owned by my old modeling agent. Her name is Valerie. So she is a co-founder of Riff Care. They are an organic period brand. So they have like organic pads, they have organic period underwear. And now that I am no longer breastfeeding, my period has come back and I'm wearing pads again, but I'm wearing like, these are the pads I'm wearing. These always zero feel, zero leaks. And I'm like, these aren't organic. I don't know what's going in my body from these. They're fine, but I'm like, why not support a Black brand and something that's organic and probably better, like whatever you're absorbing in your body. Like there's a lot of research about some of the chemicals and problems with like a lot of the pad and period product companies. So I want to try some Riff Care, and I just haven't gotten around to picking some up because I think she's an Erewhon. I'm like, go girl. So those are some Black women who are doing amazing things in this space. I'm sure there's so many more. If I missed any, please put them in the comments below. Share some of your favorite Black brands this Black History Month. And remember, do not just support Black brands during Black History Month. You can always support Black brands. Black founders are amazing. They have to work like twice as hard, 10 times as hard just to be seen in some of these spaces and be represented. Like to be in freaking Erewhon as a Black woman. I'm like, I don't even know how she did that. Maybe we have a conversation with her one day to see how she did it, because there's so many systems that are trying to keep us out, and these people have found a way to break through and share their message, share their product, and it's just very inspiring. I also have a video that I filmed. Oh my gosh, I filmed it forever ago, but it is like, I think 5 or 10 more Black brands that you can support. So I'll put the video like up here and down below if you want to watch some more Black brands to support. But yeah. All right, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.